It has been quite a few weeks for Nathan Jones's side, but now we're 3 unbeaten and 7 points above the relegation zone. I think it's fair to say it has been a topsy-turvy month with plenty of highs and some real lows. So lots to get stuck into in today's show. Here is what's coming up. We'll take an in-depth look back at last night's 1-0 win against Stoke. We'll ask our esteemed panel for their early impressions of our business in the January window. And we'll also get them to answer the questions submitted by supporters who were at the Valley yesterday. And we are absolutely delighted to be here back at the Valley, of course. And as always, I'm joined by the legendary defender, Stevie Brown, the legendary Charlton striker, Kevin Lisbie, but the true legends, we know, Sir Alan Curbishley, legendary midfielder, as well as manager as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I was a midfielder. Did you play? Yeah, Charlie Charles days. Yeah. So what have we been up to in the last month? What have we doing?
Working. Yeah, it's been horrible. I actually got to work for a living these days. It's disgusting.
You obviously not had time to have a shave or anything.
No, or a shower. Sorry.
Do you do this? You've been away?
No. But I will be going soon. I'll give you a good warning.
Okay.
So get someone else in.
We can't replace you, so we'll leave
put
the chair empty.
No, cardboard cutout.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I actually went 3 days skiing.
Yeah.
Which was really, really nice. And you know who I saw out there?
Do you know what? Is he a little tiny fella?
You may say that. I couldn't possibly comment. He's not that small. Jace Morgan, MBE, doesn't like to talk about it.
Skis have wedges.
Honestly, so Lara's missus, lovely, great company. The 2 girls, absolutely brilliant, Ella and Freya as well. And Jace is a brilliant skier.
Nice low centre of gravity. Low centre of gravity.
Yeah. What I forgot, because I haven't been since I was at school, is I didn't even do it when I was at school, was the après ski. So you literally go off the slopes and you're straight on it. So honestly, you'd love it.
I mean, watching someone in the Winter Olympics, it looks dangerous, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Don't go down those slopes because these knees couldn't take it.
2 metal knees aren't going to like that, I don't think.
But anyway, I had the pleasure of Stevie Brown at my accommodation just a couple of days ago. I'm still waiting for payment, mate.
Yeah. I did apologise, Diana. I said I've pretty much moved in, haven't I, recently?
I see you more than I see her. Seriously though, it has been quite a month, isn't it? Because last time we were here, we were talking Chelsea. Since then, a lot's happened in terms of ups and downs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and there was been a bit of a thumping and then a good reaction. So, I think there was a lot of negativity after the Millwall game, and it needed addressing, and they've done that as a team and as a squad. So well done. And
last night's win, Liz, just sets us up nicely for the weeks ahead, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think coincide with the signings that we've got as well. I think it all seems to be coming together nicely, and really important win. Yesterday weren't the prettiest, but I think it's now about getting some points on the table, which we are.
And 7 points out of 9, 3 clean sheets. As a manager, how pleased would you be at that?
I think steadied the ship, I would say, because I think people were getting carried away when we were 7th. Thinking about promotion for a newly promoted side. And then we've had that bad run, and now we've just steadied the ship, and confidence has come back. As Kevin said, the signings, etc. I mean, the programme will have to be about that big with all the players we got. I'd like to work out how they can handle it at the training ground, because there's lots of players there now, and the only way you can keep them in check is by winning. Yeah. Because if you're getting beat, then the people who ain't playing will be knocking on the door. But when you win, it just calms it all down. So yeah, it's been a good month.
What was your philosophy as a manager, Curbs?
Philosophy as a manager, win games.
There we go. All this philosophy stuff. Just win games. That's what we need to do.
Games.
Okay, before we get stuck into properly all things Charlton, we're going to start with a Lisbie hat trick.
Yes.
Actually, not that Lisbie. We're not going to see that hat trick again. We've seen a million times in the Valley against Liverpool. I know you've got it on your phone ready to go again, but no, this is actually Peterborough United's Kyrell Lisbie, who got a hat trick. This is the hat trick goal. Talk us through it and just.
He's really good at anticipating. He likes to run into spaces, and unlike his dad when he's young, he's really calm in front of goal. And yeah, that's his 3rd, and well deserved. I say well deserved because he's done well in the last 6 weeks. Scored a lot of goals, and started performing well as well, and a lot of accolades for his performances.
His instincts look much better than his old man.
Quicker, better looking. I mean,
Is he 2 foot? Is he 2 foot?
He's actually naturally ball-footed as well. Yeah, like his dad.
No, what about that left foot shot? Oh, come off your heel.
Yeah, but I didn't have no one to coach me. He's got me in it. So.
Yeah, of course. That's why he's doing so well.
As he's sitting next to Alan Curbishley.
Yeah.
But, I mean, impressive stuff though for Kyrell. First EFL hat-trick, probably won't be his last as well. What advice, Kurs, would you give for any young, not just striker, but young player who looks like they've got a real chance of a good career?
Yeah, he's at the best place at the moment because he's wanted, he's doing ever so well, and he's comfortable. And, I hope it continues to the end of the season. And if it does, then his dad will have a little bit of a problem, I think, if people come knocking on the door. Because it is a big decision.
What car to buy?
What, you?
Yeah.
But,
10% of your boys' money.
100%.
I mean, you always want to perhaps, go higher and quicker and better, but sometimes it's just not so bad just to be where you are, where you're enjoying it, and carry on for a little while.
Sometimes it's better to be the tortoise than the hare, isn't it? You get there in the end.
I bet Peterborough are quite glad the window's closed, actually.
The manager did actually say that the other day,
yeah.
and I think they were a young squad, talented squad as well. I mean, if you see some of his goals, the midfielders are really forward thinking, so it's a good squad. Not just him, he's got to obviously get the service as well.
Well done, mate. Well done. I'm sure you're very proud indeed. Okay, back to Charlton and Wednesday evening. I mean, what a win it was last night, Brownie, as well. And we kind of controlled it right from the start, didn't we?
Yeah, we should have been a couple up. I think that would have seen the game done and dusted by half time if we'd have taken at least a couple of the chances created. It was a brilliant start, actually. I thought the first 20-25 minutes was all us, controlled the game. Set pieces, we were a real threat last night. And then as the game went on, it sort of got a little bit more even. But, we got the goal in the end, got the win in the end. But, yeah, there were multiple opportunities in the early stages to breach the goal, which we just didn't manage to do.
Liz, do you ever have any of those games where you're thinking, with the better side, we can't get that goal, it might be one of those days?
I think once you're on the pitch, I think you've just got to stay with it. There's always an opportunity to score. I think the only issue you have is when you get to those last 5-10 minutes, then you may start thinking, this is not going to be our day. But I think as the game's developing, as it's playing on, you're missing the chance. I think it's important the team encourage each other to get into goal-scoring positions. I think that's the main thing, that you don't stop making the runs forward, you don't stop shooting, and hopefully that goal will come, as it did.
We're quite happy that Jez didn't score that goal.
Yeah, because we switched off there. He run through 3 players and no one tracked him, so we got away with one there. And he has another pop here. I think this is good defending. I like getting him out on the right-hand side. You got him on the angle. I think Kaminsky's well set and he's pressurised from the inside as well. It's good defending from Murray.
But it is another clean sheet as well. So, after that horrible defeat against Millwall, Curbs, really important to bounce back. Well,
and especially after the QPR game, because that should have been 3 points. Dominated it and made most of the chances. And I had a feeling this was going to be very similar until we got the goal, because we were the better side, and we just needed to get that first goal.
I'm really pleased with TC.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's been asked to play out of position out on the left. He's got a left wing back, which he probably hasn't got a defensive bone in his body, but he's not been trained that way. So it's difficult sometimes coming on as a sub. I was here with the QPR game, and his first few touches weren't particularly good. I felt the crowd were getting a little bit on him as well. So I'm really pleased for him that he was able to score that goal and what ended up being a winning goal.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. He's actually come on and scored 1 at Birmingham and obviously yesterday, which has yielded 4 points. He's when games are stretched and he comes on, he does offer that electric pace. I thought he made a great run. I do agree with what you said, but his actual first run, the week before, he took the defender on, went down the line, crossed it, and thinking, right, he's got him. Because when he works on confidence, TC, and he's got him, and then he had a couple of missed control, and the crowd, and it was, okay. And he sort of just disappeared out of the game a bit. So really pleased for him. And it's a massive goal as well, Scotty, in the context of the season. Huge goal.
At the beginning of the season, it's more the expectation on his shoulders, isn't it? We've gone into the season thinking he was going to be one of our main guys. And this is the Championship we've spoken about. It's a difficult league. And now it looks like he's playing with a little bit more freedom. He's obviously coming on as a sub now, and the boys are producing results, and he can sort of then come on and contribute without that extra pressure. And you can see it in some of his performances recently.
I suppose we were talking about Kyrell before, but TC's another one, isn't it? A young player with potential, but perhaps can get affected by confidence and that, which everybody can. Again, what would you be saying?
I think being used as he was last night, suddenly coming on, and being given a bit of a licence, I thought, last night. Get up there, join the attack, and enjoy yourself. And I think his pace frightened Stoke, and so that's a great asset to bring on when the game's even or people are tiring. I just thought his first touch was a bit heavy, and I think, oh no, the keeper's going to come out, and then I thought the keeper was going to come out and clatter him, which could have been a penalty and a sending off, but then he got his toe to it and finished it. He still had to finish it.
Yeah,
so it was good finish, and it was a big win. And the only disappointing thing for me last night was the crowd. And I'm not talking about our crowd, I'm talking about the fact it was a Wednesday night on telly. Stoke fans have got to travel a long way. It just wasn't the ideal fixture, I think. But, and the atmosphere wasn't as good as it should have been. But we got the 3 points.
Absolutely. Make your own atmosphere, get the winner, and that's exactly what TC did. So well done indeed. Let's have a look at the table then, shall we? And well, Liz, where does that leave us for you? And don't say 18th. 70th.
No,
18
no,
or 18.
only
Yeah,
joking.
my eyes are better than yours.
Look, this is one space, isn't there? I think Oxford and Sheffield Wednesday are gone. I don't think they will get enough points to stay up. So you're looking at Blackburn and anyone below that towards us. So that's a massive win for us. And I think, as I said before, with the signings that we've got, I think at the moment we look like a different team. Maybe we've had a little bit of reality check in terms of, as Curb said, finish it on with 7th, and everyone had this expectation. I think everyone understands where we are now and what the objective is this season, and I think we'll be fine now. I really do.
I've quoted Curbs when I've been on air, and the word he used was correction after being right up there and coming down. I thought summed it up perfectly. But it was so important to bounce back. I mean, Nathan said after the Millwall game we've hit rock bottom. We needed these last 3 games, didn't we, in terms of results?
Of course, because you reverse the results and we're right in it.
Yeah.
And that brings a pressure on everybody, because the whole focus this season has been on staying in the Championship, and there was a threat there. There was a real threat of relegation when we got pumped at Millwall, so it's been a brilliant response. I think you've left yourself now with 15 games to go, 3 wins, 2 draws, gets you 50 points. I think we can do that with the fixtures we've got. Let's comfortably do that.
That has come out of perhaps the business the club's done is the attractability. We're a side, I know perhaps a lot of them coming on loan, etc., but we're a side that is trying to stave off relegation, if you like, but we can attract players like Lyndon Dykes and 1 or 2 others that want to come, and they know they're coming into a proper club. So I think that bodes well for the summer. Get this season out of the way. I know Nathan ain't too shy about in the transfer market, but it'd be interesting to see who we can attract in the summer.
Yeah, we'll come on to the January window. But first, the last week, the proud Valiants and Charlton and Victor visited the men's and women's side ahead of the upcoming football versus homophobia fixture. Let's take a look at that. And when we come back, there'll be a substitution here. Kevin Lisbie will be off. Charlotte Richardson will be on.
To the men's team, the women's team in the academy. Just talking about Invicta, the journey through affiliating with the trust all the way through to the present day, how we've grown and the impact that we make. And then also talking about the Football versus Homophobia campaign and it being LGBT History Month, the importance of allyship, visibility and representation for LGBTQ+ people and footballers.
It's been a real honour to be here today. Every year the club has made us able to come and speak to the different teams about football versus homophobia. They've given us a chance to talk about the Proud Valiants, our journey, some of the stories about what people have gone through to get to where they are today. And yeah, we've been able to have a really good discussion and talk about also what's coming up with the club over the next couple of months.
It's massively important, and they reiterated in there how important it was with this month coming up, with how big February is. It's a campaign that's all year round, but February is a huge month for them. And it doesn't matter what campaign we're talking about here, all campaigns to use within football, it's using football as a platform. That's what we can do as football players, that's what we can do as football clubs.
Yeah, I think in women's football, it's definitely really inclusive already, but for our supporters or even the men's side to see it, it's really important as well. So I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, it's massively important. You know, they're the ones out there, you know, living and breathing the game. You know, they're role models to so many people. You know, and they can really impact how society in general sees LGBTQ+ people, how they support the campaign. You know, to be an active ally, to really drive that visibility and representation. So, you know, to get them to listen to our stories and to understand, you know, the issues that LGBTQ+ people go through and still go through in the game and in society in general, you know, is massively important. And hopefully they can take that back to their families, to their friends, and the same with the academy players. You know, that will help the next generation to hopefully help make our game more inclusive.
It makes you proud to wear the badge. It makes you proud to walk around the facility, knowing that they have an inclusive club such as Proud Valiants, and yeah, just makes you proud and happy.
The amount of reach that this sport has is incredible. So if as players we can help just a little 1%, I think you should do it. I think you should try and help in any way, because like I said, if it means making people happy, if it means helping people, I think that's the biggest thing we can do.
Yeah, well said, Connor. Looks like he's already got this sort of Charlton community spirit and understands what it's all about. Welcome, Charlotte.
Hi.
How are you, all right?
I'm really well. Good to be back.
Good. Couple of big football versus homophobia fixtures coming up.
Yeah, so this Sunday's game, Charlton Women against Durham, huge in the WSL2. That game's going to be dedicated to the fixture, and also our men's game against Wrexham on Saturday, the 28th of February as well. So really good that we use this opportunity to support what is already some brilliant work by the Charlton Invicta and Proud Valiants as well, and great to see them down at the training ground, spending that time with the players as well, which is really important. So.
And I believe you've been out with some of the Charlton supporters. Was it here at the Valley?
Yes.
Just yesterday?
Yes. So I went on a little tour around the Valley ahead of kick-off, because I thought, what's the point of me sitting down asking you guys questions when supporters have some burning ones to fire your way? So we've got a fair few to get through. Where should we start?
Have we vetted these?
No, you have not, and that is the good part.
Kev, then. Oh yeah, that's what he's got.
He can. Liz, come on.
No striker questions.
Shall we see the first one?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Hi guys, I love Charlton TV. Who is your standout player of this season so far?
Which I think is a great question.
Yeah,
to start
Dave, well
with.
done, mate. Good to see you.
If I had to pick one, I'm going to go in the old centre half
shock.
and go for Jonesy. Yeah, I think he showed some very good leadership qualities, and even when we've come under pressure and the side's been, you know, not in the best form, he's been the one that's continued, I think, to be consistent.
3 back-to-back player of the months as well, I think.
Yeah,
for the club as well, really.
He has been the standout for me, but Sunney Kerry I like as well. I think he's proper driving force in that midfield and scores goals.
Curbs?
Well, I like the spine at the moment, Jones, and I was a bit worried about the window, I must admit. You know, other clubs looking at some of our players, and he'll have been one of them for sure. And then obviously Carey and Lyndon Dykes. I think the spine is strong, and all Nathan's got to do is fit the others around it. No, I'm only mucking about. But out of the 3, I'll go for Sunney Kerry, I think. I know Jones has done fantastic, and so has Lyndon, but nicking the goals, you expect him either to score a goal or nearly score a goal every game, don't you?
Yeah, I'm going to chuck in, if he'd have been fit the whole season, I think Amari Bell would have topped it. I think he brings, there's no coincidence we've gone back to 3 clean sheets on the trot when he's been introduced back into the side. When he's fit, we look a much more solid outfit.
That's not bad. We talked about 4 players.
And I'd chuck Thomas Kaminski in there as well, to come into a team and be top of the championship clean sheets, and I think his distribution and calm composure links in really nicely with our defence. So brilliant question from Dave,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
hopefully some good answers there as well. Okay.
One of the nicest men at the club,
Yeah.
by the way.
Dave, top man. By the way, Matty Godden, would love to have seen him fit for all season. But
Yeah.
Anyway.
Next question.
Hi, I'm Sydney, and I've got a question for you guys. So what is your favourite Charlton moment when you were a Charlton player?
Yeah. Sydney, who knows this TV studio so well.
Absolutely, you know this studio. Good to see you, Sydney.
Who'd like to go first? Kaz, we'll go to you.
She won't remember anymore.
I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will.
My memory, obviously I came and, you know, we just about stayed up that last 6 months, and then we won promotion, etc. But it was my first game, because I left Aston Villa, and Lenny had persuaded me to come back to London. I left Aston Villa on the Saturday after playing against Liverpool, and joined 0-0 with 38,000. And my first game here was against Grimsby Town, and there was 4,000 watching it. This side was condemned no one could come on this side, and it was just a tiny little wooden stand over there, and we could only get about 7,000 or 8,000 in there anyway. And we beat Grimsby 4-1 and I scored. And I'm driving home thinking, what have I done? What have I done? But then it's the best thing I did, because coming here obviously give me another career in the end.
And now we sit in the Alan Curbishley stand.
Absolutely.
So,
Rob Lee hat-trick, wasn't it? Was it Rob Lee hat-trick?
Rob Lee hat-trick, yeah.
Brown Dog.
Oh,
that tackle.
And Kev's hat-trick for Liverpool. By some distance, the best memory I've got. No, mine's going to be the tackle.
Most recent memory, because he keeps showing you.
Yeah, mine's going to be the tackle. As a one-off moment, it's going to be the tackle, because it's always comes around and comes around. But yeah, I guess the goal at Arsenal would be parallel, but yeah.
Okay,
I didn't
right,
score
there we
many.
go. That's two. That's
well,
good.
I only had two, really.
He was on the bench for the rest of the time.
Scotty, how about you?
I mean, I suppose it has to be the FA Cup final in 1997. So to play in it, to win it, growing up in the 70s and 80s is the biggest game really of the season. That was amazing. Playing Champions League was great. But I genuinely put Back to the Valley 92 right up there for what it meant for the club. And I've seen recent videos. I think I sent you a video of something recently as well. It just, great memories and great to be part of history here.
Brilliant question, Sydney. Let's see what one we have up next.
So this is a question for Brownie. What do you think of our defensive shape at the moment?
Do we walk off here now? And you got 10 minutes.
No, because I did say I was going to get one of those. Look, it obviously depends on who's fit and available for me. You know, the structure of the side defensively, when it's everyone's available, we've got the most clean sheets in the league. You know, and for a team in 18th spot, that's quite an incredible feat. But it's when we haven't got everybody fit. So the strength in depth, Nathan will probably go, give me another season and I'll strengthen so that we've got more competition, and we don't become, as weak as we become when we have the best players out. But in terms of, I think the back five works well with what we have. We've now addressed the wing backs, which makes us look more solid. When Amari plays left-sided centre-half, I'm not putting anybody down here, but Amari is a quality player. Simple as that. And when he plays, we do look a lot more solid in terms of, I think Amari affects the guy on the outside of him, directly in front of him, and on the inside as well. And then you've got Jones attacking the first ball up all the time, and you've got Ramsey with his little bit of pace and power, driving out on the right-hand side. So I think the defensive shape, when everybody's fit, is very, very good and suits, the players we have.
Brownie, as a little follow-up, how well have Harry Clarke and Luke Chambers done to come in and seemingly slot so quickly into those wing-back roles, especially when you consider they haven't had much match game time under their belt?
So there's the key. They haven't had many minutes on the pitch. And I think Harry is probably playing a bit more catch-up than Chambers, because he's a much younger player, and he obviously has played 21s football at Liverpool. I was a little bit worried about Chambers, because Championship football sometimes can really swallow you up physically, and actually no worries at all. He gets really tight very, very quickly. Distance and angles are shutting down an opponent very, very good. We've seen the left foot delivery up at Leicester. He's a quality player.
Do we have time for any more, Scotty?
I think we've got time for one more.
Okay, one more.
You might be involved in this one as well.
I've got Floyd and Harvey who have a question. What's the question, guys? They want to know, Brownie, what's been your favourite press match meal so far this season?
Oh, good question.
Well,
we were at Spurs.
Spurs. About the one last night. You didn't do too bad last night.
I don't do bad every week, to be fair. However, we are bottom of the pile in the Championship. I don't want to say the name of the company, but the pie is running low down in the Championship, isn't it? We get some good meals in the Championship. Chelsea, is very, very good.
Chelsea's very good. Spurs is probably the best.
Spurs is up there.
I don't want to say where I was last night, but that was
not good.
Not as good.
Yeah. Local rival.
Might be.
I got a WhatsApp from Brownie Tuesday night, and what was it?
Spurs.
What was it? A smashed cheesecake or something? It was called
deconstructed.
Cheesecake.
They do it different at Spurs. They do it different.
Yeah. At least they're high up somewhere.
He actually eats things he's never going to get at home.
No.
He actually eats things.
He took them in his pocket.
No, he actually eats things he's never going to get at home. or he won't pay for in a restaurant.
Absolutely.
I'm delighted when I'm out because
Yeah.
it's normally me cooking.
Yeah. Look, some brilliant questions there. We had a million more, but we just haven't got time for it. So maybe we'll throw some at some time in the future. But Charlotte, onto the women's team now, and it's 25 games unbeaten in the league, which is just incredible. And before we look back at Sunday's victory as well, tell us about the new monthly show that you're launching, and you've just done before us, haven't you?
Yeah, really, really proud that we are now having an edition of Charlton TV dedicated to our women's team, and we get to drill into a little bit more detail about the success and meet more of the players, the staff, so that supporters who might not be here week in, week out at the Valley supporting the team can actually just learn about the personalities that are behind this promotion charge. So we've just filmed our first show, and we had club captain Kyrell Lisbie and Charlie Cave, who's the assistant manager. Charlie's a lifelong Charlton fan working for the club. So really, really proud. And I have to say, I think it's credit to the team who have performed so well. And when you perform well and you're getting the wins, the visibility increases, and then the opportunities arrive as well. And that's kind of the story of women's football. So very, very proud and honoured to present it. I think it's coming out on Friday around 5 p.m. It will be on the club's website and stuff like that. But yeah, very, very proud day for me.
Okay. And last weekend's as well, a really good win on the road with some brilliant goals.
2-0 against Nottingham Forest. I mean, we say in the WSL2 there are a lot of teams playing at brilliant grounds, invested a lot of money to go there and keep a clean sheet, be so solid defensively. I mean, there is a lot of mirroring going on in terms of how the men's team set up. Lucy Fitzgerald with the brace, really, really clinical. And also, I mentioned Kyrell Lisbie, the club captain. She's been at the club for 5 odd seasons now. She's been out with a really tricky ankle injury. She got back on the pitch as well. So I think for Karen, when you have that winter break, you wonder, can you pick things back up? And they really seem to be. But the message from Lucy Fitzgerald post-match, we've now got to go and beat Durham. They're very much ticking game by game. They've got a nice little points cushion between them and Birmingham in second and then the third place. But absolutely sort of no... what's the word I'm looking for?
Complacency.
Complacency, Curbs. That's the word I'm looking for. No complacency at all. It's just about pushing on and on.
I don't have a problem because I have a vote for women's manager of the month. And every time I vote for Karen, I have to put, this is not favouritism.
You've been voting for her every month almost, haven't you?
Must have done.
But I mean, 8 points ahead of third now.
Absolutely, yeah. And
don't want to put too much pressure. But it's got to be the year, isn't it?
Yeah, but at some point you got the hard
Embrace
work.
the pressure.
The hard work's paying dividends, and you've got to be confident at the moment. 2 away games, 4 points. You're back here. 8 points from third. Complacency is the right word, but I don't think you're going to see any. They've conceded 7 goals in 14 games. Brilliant record.
Yeah,
there's no way Stevie Brown's in the back line there, is there? Another big game on Sunday as well. Tickets just £7 for
£7, and supporters can purchase them right now. They're on the club website. But if your weekend plans change and you find yourself free around lunchtime on Sunday, you can also buy them through the turnstiles. And look, the men's team don't have a game, so it feels like a wonderful opportunity for anyone watching this who is perhaps a season ticket holder that hasn't come down before.
Yeah.
What a chance to play your part. And we know the Valley was key to getting the promotion last year, and it's wonderful to see. And in the show we discuss how the momentum of the team's success has kind of really impacted the women's team as well, so we could get back-to-back promotions as a football club, which would be wonderful.
Absolutely. And while we got you as well, you had the chance to sit down with Harvey Iddon at the Meantime's The Dial by the O2 a few weeks ago. Tell us about that.
So it was a really nice opportunity to catch up with Harvey, because the last time we saw him was on the end of that really bad challenge against Sheffield United. So we wanted to bring supporters up to date with the prognosis, which is actually, I think, far more positive than many of us who were here in the ground at the time anticipated. So Harvey talked us through that. And one of the really interesting things he actually said off camera was when he went to the specialists, Harvey you always tend to see in the gym really late on into the day, and all of his strength and conditioning work, the guy said, you should have broken your ankle. It's in such a good place. So he's aiming to try and get back at some point this season. But we also learned a little bit about his move, his family. He's got a dad that's a former pro rugby player, a twin brother who's an athlete. So it's just really interesting to get to know him a little bit better. And at the Dial, where we visited and filmed some content just before Christmas, ahead of the Super Bowl, because Harvey's banging into his NFL as well. So really nice conversation. Again, another really well recruited guy that's as great as on the pitch as he is off.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I really don't want to make the substitution, but I'm afraid we're going to have to take you off and bring Liz on. But
no
before
worries.
we
Hopefully
do,
I've made an impact.
You definitely have. Just set us up.
You're
what we're
subbing
gonna,
the sub.
Subbing the sub. No sub likes to be subbed.
No.
But just set us up with this little piece of interview that we're going to see with Harvey.
Yeah, so this is just a little snippet of the full interview available on YouTube, just again getting to find out a little bit more about Harvey and his sort of ambitions with Charlton. Harvey, first things first, it is so good to see you, and Charlton supporters will want me to ask simply, how are you?
Yeah, good. I'm a men now, so just stacking days really. Hoping to be back at some point towards the end of the season, and yeah, just putting the work in at the moment.
Well, that's really positive news. I mean, let's trace back a little bit to a couple of weeks ago against Sheffield United. It was a horrible, horrible challenge, but can you talk us through the process of what happened post-match, the scans and so on that have given you kind of the prognosis that you need?
Yeah, well, I think given the tackle, I think everyone saw how bad it was really. Immediately, I was rushed to do an X-ray to kind of rule out any breaks, and thankfully there was no fracture or breaks. Obviously knew that it would be an injury that would be more months than weeks really. But yeah, found out the prognosis of obviously the ligaments, and now I've got my return date in mind almost, and now it's just about attacking the rehab really.
Yeah, and he does that very well indeed. And look, obviously he joined us in the summer, but we had 7 new additions in January, and we'll go into detail on some of those players. But generically, Brownie, how do you think we did in the window?
We had experience down the spine. I think Curb's already addressed it. Where we strengthened. I think Lyndon does what Lyndon does. He's a hard worker. He works back lines. We saw from the flick on for Tyrese's goal. He's aerially, he's awkward. I think centre halves think they've won it. He just comes across like bang. And what I like about that sign is he's leading towards something in the summer. He can't come here and be on the back foot. He's got to come here and be on the front foot if he wants to make the Scotland squad. But he does exactly what it says on the tin, Lyndon. If he can add another 3 or 4 goals before the end of the season, that will turn out to be a really good bit of business. I just think we've made the centre of the pitch much stronger. Connor Cody, I don't think there's anybody that thought, that's a bit of a risk playing him in the centre midfield. He's done a brilliant job. The experience, there was a cutback late in the game yesterday. We're 1-0 up, and the guy drives to the line and he cuts it back. Cody's already there. It's already there before it's left the geezer's boot, and up it goes into the stand. Whistle goes 30 seconds later. That sort of experience, you can't coach that really. It comes with time. And he's just sat in that pocket and added us a bit of strength and a bit of physicality and a little bit of savvy. So I think overall, I think at the time people were like, but overall when you look now, some very good business.
Yeah, I was surprised to see him play in midfield. I think he's done a fantastic job. But he's that kind of, I just wondered whether he had enough legs, but he's certainly shown he has, and he's a brilliant leader both on and off the pitch. I think them 2 signings,
well I've said, showed the attractability.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, like 2
former England international.
Yeah, but 2 seasoned pros.
Yeah.
One who's desperate to do well up Lyndon because of his situation at Birmingham, and another one who's desperate to do well. A little bit angry and hungry. I like that.
Yeah,
I think the problem position was and might still be, because if Chambers goes down, I'm not sure what we're going to do. But Chambers has been a brilliant addition as well, as well as Clark on the other side. We've really solidified in all the right areas.
Yeah, you've already then touched, and Charlotte asked you about the wing backs, and I was really impressed with them against QPR. But I do want to ask your opinion, Liz, on Lyndon Dykes as a striker as well. Obviously a different type of striker to you, but he does add something that we need.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I said is, I think early on in one of the shows, is that we need someone like him. We just need an experienced striker, someone who's been there and done it. And Brownie was spot on in terms of he gets his body in between people.
This is a prime example. This is his first touch. He come on at substitute, and this was against 9 men, and we were struggling to break him down. And that was a minute into the second half.
Also, what you get is, if he goes up as a midfielder, you can go, can't you? You can just go because
support. And 2
go.
go.
100%.
Absolutely.
1 can go or 2 can go, and the other one just gets close to him, and it just allows you to get up the field.
Have you seen his finish before?
Yeah, of course I have.
Brilliant.
Of course I have.
Yeah.
And he also, like, what you get with a striker like that is being in the right place at the right times. He understands where the cross is gonna go, and he just goes. You don't have to be quick to do that.
No.
You just go in it.
But you look at that scenario there from that angle that you've just seen on the TV, and you've got a centre half covering the middle of 6, so he can't make a run across the 6, so he drifts off the far shoulder. That makes the crosser determined. Straight, he looks up, there's a peel off the shoulder. It's a brilliant ball. And it's a brilliant ball from Chambers.
As you said, like you can't. I know you can, but you can't buy that experience. No. That is literally years of making the same run, understanding where the ball's going to go, and it's priceless. And I think it's priceless for us. I know I spoke about Lieberman and how good he is, but he may learn a lot from him, and he might be a better player next season now that we've got him.
I was going to ask you, is he a player you would love to have played alongside? But I think
definitely.
the answer is yes,
definitely.
straight away.
Yeah.
Do all the hard work for you.
100%.
And then you just get in and nip a 5-yard finish.
Yeah. Just tell him, flick it on, come on.
Like your boy.
Yeah.
Okay, now on deadline day, Charlton announced the signing of Kenyan international Collins Sichenji. And Brownie, a player the club were targeting in the summer, but the opportunity came up to sign him now. Tell us about him.
Well, he was in the Serbian league, and in today's market where you have markers and data flying around left, right, and centre before you get eyes on anybody, the things were flagged up and the club were made aware. I say this about recruitment, and you're in the best place to answer this for anyone because you've been sat at desk receiving names, trying to find players. Every recruitment is a risk, isn't it? Whatever you do, you can do as much, you can do all your homework, you can look at the data, you can watch somebody, you can do background checks, you do everything. But until they get here and actually get in the team, it is a bit of a fingers crossed moment. But if you've done your preparation work and you can't do any more, then it is just a case of, right, when he gets in the side, if the raw materials he's got and he's quick and he's strong and he gets tight to centre forwards quick when they're in possession, if that all adjusts to the Championship, then the risk is worth taking. It's just whether the adjustments made from the Serbian League to the Championship. But he's got some assets. It's a bit raw on one or two things, but he's certainly got some assets in there. Yeah.
So let's just be very patient with him and see him as a long-term project for sure. Following the signing, the club's social media has absolutely exploded with excitement, and we welcome anyone tuning in from Kenya today. So hello Kenya, and you can support Charlton Athletic from now on. And Liz, when a player arrives in the country, how much is it, can you think of any specific examples, but even if you can't, the responsibility of the teammates to make them feel as comfortable as possible?
I think that's a main
Unless he's playing in your place.
And you don't talk to him, turn your back on him.
Yeah, like that in the summer, aren't you? Charlton made a signing. Oh, it's a centre half. Oh, for God's sake.
Another centre half. You've still got that 1-year contract.
Yeah. No, it's vital. It's almost everything for a player. I mean, even if you're transferring from one club to another club in the same country, it's vital that the players warm to you and they make you feel at home and they show you around and you know, maybe invite you and your family around. It's so important. You cannot perform unless your teammates are there for you to support you. Look, I've spoken to the lads at this club. I'm sure they've made him feel welcome, and I'm sure he'll fit in with the lads. And as you say, once we're a bit patient with him and he understands the league and maybe gets understand the players he's playing with, I'm sure he'll be a great player for us.
Curbs, you don't have to name names, but can you think of anyone who you thought would be a really good signing, had all the attributes, maybe struggled to fit in and took a bit of time, or even the opposite? You thought it might take time and hit the ground running?
You make mistakes, don't you? You make mistakes, and I made enough of them, I must admit. But when I did, I got them out quickly. You know, but it's just the way it is. You try and do as much homework as you can. You know, you go and watch the players yourself, which perhaps don't happen too often now. But then you try and inquire people that have coached them or played with them. You know, you're always trying to find out, and especially not just what they're like in the dressing room and at the training ground, what they're like off the field as well. You know, so you don't want to bring someone in who's going to totally upset the apple cart unless he produces. Which you can take that on the chin a little bit, you know what I mean? But if they come in and they don't produce and they're upsetting everybody, or they're not taking it on board what we're trying to do, then you know you've made a mistake. But hopefully you don't make that many, you know.
Yeah, we Curbs and I touched on Sunney Kerry. Let's get your thoughts as well. And he scored some important goals, didn't he? And I was just really impressed at QPR the way he wanted to receive the ball and get hold of the ball and make something happen at a time where it might have been difficult for us at that
He's done that all
moment.
season, though. I mean, we were speaking. I know I wasn't allowed to give my vote and who I thought would.
You can now. You can now.
He's vital to the team, and he shows so much composure in the final third. His energy as well. he's a real leader to this team. And for me, I would have had him definitely as the player of the season so far. I know Brownie's not.
He's not a defender, is he?
You got midfielders scoring vital goals.
That's all you do.
No, but yeah,
look at that. Look.
I was the defender, Liz, and I went with him.
Yeah, but you was not a proper. You was like look at me down the wing, crossing balls. Look at me, Alan.
He's like a striker though, so he's getting tap-ins as well. And
I think also you got to make sure that you can accommodate the way he plays, and I think the other midfield players compensate him ever so well, and they will do, as long as he keeps producing and whatever.
He just keeps going though, don't he?
Yeah.
Every game I watch him play, he just keeps going.
That's his biggest asset there.
Yeah.
He's in a 10 role, and you'll forgive him for not finding that little curler over the top around the line, but he drives with the ball, he attracts players over to him, and he scores goals, which is massive. Because, the one thing I will say, and I'll back you up, is he's our top scorer from the 10 role. That's good going.
He will benefit from Dykes being in the team as well now, won't he?
Yeah, with the volleys one straight away. I mean, that was Dykes' first touch in the team, cushioned down for the volley.
Yeah, I think that the goal we're going to see that one. Obviously Sheffield United was struggling, players sent off, but that just sums him up. That if a ball goes up to a centre forward, he's going to gamble. The other midfield players know that. They're giving him the licence to do it.
It's a real.
He finishes.
You don't get players like that no more, innit? Like understanding where the ball's going to drop and making a run off the ball, knowing full well you might not be able to get it, but he always seems to find himself in those spaces, and then his composure with it as well, isn't he?
I mean, that there he's arrived. That's the one thing I think, that if he gets that side of his game in, where he goes beyond the defender and gets in behind defences, he's quick. So if he can learn to, if he sees a little gap and he breaks through the middle of it, and we can play him in, or it's a flick on, he'll have another 5.
We are playing to his strengths with 2 holding midfield players, allowing him to have a free role, if you like, which is great because he's producing.
That is the aim, I suppose, isn't it? Get the best out of your players, and that's what is happening at the moment. Now, when we did the last show, it was just before the Chelsea game, of course. The result, I didn't think it was a 5-1, maybe a 3-1, and we just got tired. And when they can bring on a World Cup winner, Esteval, Liam Delap, who else come on in? Enzo Fernandez and someone else. Obviously, that can happen. But in terms of the atmosphere and the feeling of the place, Curbs, felt like old times in that sense, didn't it?
Yeah, and I think that it just, when we get games like this, it just shows you where we can get to. And that is why I think we're so attractive with owners, etc. over the years. It's because they can come to a stadium, they know if they can up the success level, they're going to sell out here. We're going to pack this stadium. And it's a great atmosphere when it's packed. You can see the potential, and that's what I've been saying. Because of what's happening at the moment, I think making us so much more attractive. Stay up this year, finish a little bit stronger, if you like, and over halfway, so that Nathan then could go to prospective signings. Look, this is what we're doing. We've had a great first year back in the Championship, but this year we're going to give it a bit more of a go. So I think I'm not wishing the season away, but I think we saw against Chelsea and the atmosphere here and the crowd what can be achieved, and I think the more I see of the Championship, I tend to call it a Premier League 2, because it's ex-Premier League clubs, Premier League stadiums and Premier League crowds. And I think we respond to the big venues and the big crowds.
Liz, what did you make of the occasion?
Yeah, I said it before. I think first and foremost, the boys have got to represent the club properly. They've got to enjoy the day and not get battered. But as you said, the goals come quite late on. But I felt we was always in it, especially when we got that goal back. But then, as you say, you flick the switch and then you bring on this person, that person, and all of a sudden the game completely changes. But I think, as Curb said, it did remind me of back in the day and what we can achieve if we take our time slowly and build. But I look at the Championship, and I know Curb said it's a mini Premiership, but I think it's doable now. I really do. I look at this season, I think all the big clubs are falling off. But I think next year, if we do it right, slowly, take our time, I think we could be up there.
Interesting. Well, also on that night, we had a very special visitor in SC7. Curve, do you remember this?
No, I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that.
Where did that come from?
That's the first time, yeah?
Yeah. What is that?
That's super curbs.
Super curbs, isn't it?
Well, it does go back to when we beat them 4-2 and things like that. They've done a double over them. Chelsea.
I think there's an appreciation for our time as well. I think sometimes you can get lost in what we achieved, and then you bring Chelsea come here and everyone's excited, and we had them twice a year.
Where was that?
He wants it now. He wants it.
No, but it wasn't.
We'll try and get it out.
It wasn't really at me. In the stadium. I wasn't here.
I think Ginge took it home.
No, he wasn't here.
Somewhere.
I
was super.
That is me, yeah.
By the way,
I'll have to show Fred that. He won't believe
you
it.
should show Fred. I'm sure we can get it for you. Favourite superhero? Do you have one or not?
Not really.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, okay.
Yeah.
Mine is Superman.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's unfair, though.
I'm gonna narrow it down even more. I bet you're Henry Cavill Superman. He is, isn't he? He is.
No, I mean Christopher Reeve's the original.
Oh,
isn't he?
okay,
You know,
all
Henry
right.
Cavill, I'll take that all day long. But yeah, or James Bond.
Spider-Man.
Bond is your favourite.
Yeah, James Bond.
Is that a superhero Bond?
Sean Connery.
Really,
But he
not
loves
really.
Sean Connery.
I like the Roger Moore.
Loved Bond.
Yeah, Sean Connery's
Anyway,
the main
we're digressing here. Has anyone not come out with a superhero?
I'm Batman all day long. Christian Bale, Batman.
Spider-Man, Batman, Curbs.
Curbs, man.
Batman.
Super Curbs.
Super Curbs.
Batman.
Batman.
And Commissioner Gordon was at Millwall the other day.
Was he?
Gary Oldman, yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, I had a bit of a like, yeah, Gordon.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Did you
Commissioner
ask for his
Gordon.
autograph?
No,
Oh, yeah,
I was
the two
stuck
actors.
in this spot when I'm between Tell and Greg.
Yeah.
You can't move.
There was two actors there, weren't there? There was two actors at Millwall.
Yeah,
Millwall fans.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Great left foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the goal of the month, shall we? Once again, we decided that we couldn't trust Brownie to do it 100%.
Do it on purpose.
The panel are going to have a vote each, and I may get the deciding vote. Let's take a look.
In the middle, Campbell drifts inside. Looks at the 1-2 with Anderson. Campbell gets it back, still with it. Tyrese Campbell will go for goal, and it's a brilliant goal. And Charlton have a way back, and it's a wonderful strike from Tyrese Campbell.
And that is exactly what we were hoping for, and that's exactly what we were talking about.
Even with 7 in the back of the net already. Katie Lockwood again, and she scored again.
Left-hand side on with Campbell, particularly as Bree was on a
The ball comes down to Kerry with a strike, and Kerry scores for Charlton early in this second half. And Kerry, first time, hits the back of the net for Charlton. Goes onto his favoured left foot. Whip ball in, looking towards Dykes at the far post. Lyndon Dykes scores. What a wonderful ball in from Chambers. And Lyndon Dykes stretches and gives Charlton a 2-goal lead. And then out one more attack. Strong challenge comes in from Charlton. It's a good one. And it's the Addicts who have it. Strike at goal, finishes the contest. That is a fantastic finish from the midfielder who's had a good game in the centre of the park. Washington Amoa. So Charlton bodies getting in pounces. A good ball towards Kerry. Kerry with the touch. Kerry, can he finish? Yes, he can, is the answer. Sunney Kerry. As we've seen so much this season.
Cool, tough one.
Tough, isn't it?
That's a sign of the times, isn't it? We're all leaning forward because you can't see the monitor.
The screen's that big.
And he's got glasses on.
It makes it worse.
A couple of months ago, we're like this, innit? Like, yeah, whatever.
What was that name? God,
So, who wants to go first?
I'm happy to go first.
TC, Katie Lockwood, Ruben Reid, Sunney Kerry, Lyndon Dykes, Sam Washington Amara, and Sunney Kerry again.
I'm going to go with Sam Washington Amoa.
I'm going TC.
It was a good goal. There were some very good goals this month.
They were really good goals.
Yeah.
You know, Kerry's 2 goals and Lyndon Dykes, the cross was fantastic. I'm going to go with Tyrese though.
Are you? Okay.
Done.
So I've got the deciding vote now.
No, it's done, isn't it?
3-0.
Tyrese, Sam.
Oh, there's a 2 with Tyrese,
Yeah.
sorry. Because I would have gone with Sam.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
Oh,
don't
ask the
get that. I don't
cameraman
get
then,
the vote.
mate. Oh. He's been watching.
Are you watching? Nah.
Oh, he's got out of it.
One
look.
job.
So, the winner,
Tyrese. It was a good goal. There were some great goals.
It was a
in
very,
there.
very good goal. Tyrese, you got goal of the month for January. Let's take a look.
In the middle, Campbell drifts inside.
He nearly scored similar one last time.
Campbell gets it back, still with it. Tyrese Campbell.
It's a great goal.
Yeah. And Charlton have a way back, and it's
It is a good goal.
It's a great finish, TC. Well done indeed. And I'm sure there'll be plenty more goals. Well, we've seen some good goals already, haven't we, in the month of February. Okay, time to take a trip down memory lane. And Brownie, the guys have been... Actually, I'll tell you what. You're right, I've just been told there was something special in one of those goals.
Well, look, we do goal of the month, don't we? And then it's all for strikers. And look at me. And can we have a look at this? No, can we have a look at this? Yeah, but it's me. Goal, run off to the crowd. Can we have a look at the Sam Washington Amoa goal again? Because I would like to tackle of the month, if we like. Because I think Deontay Davis there has just picked up.
Is that why you?
I want to make one up. I'm making a thing up because you don't see many. Look, watch this. He's not even in the shot.
He's come from nowhere.
He's not even in the shot, and bosh. And I bet Sam didn't say thanks.
He actually
runs off to the corner, taking his shirt off, and poor Deontay's knees hanging out.
That's because he's all he's done is tackled someone, isn't it?
No, Deontay looks all right. He's flying. There he goes.
You don't get applause for tackling
Tackle
someone.
of the month. Bring it back.
So well done, Deontay. Brilliant tackle. But if you're anything like Brownie, you'll need 2 knee replacements in about 30 years' time. Of those tackles. Apologies. I know you wanted to get that tackle in. So now we can move on.
Oh, we ain't going to show the Wembley one, are we?
No. That was better.
I thought that's been lined up.
That was
No.
better. That was a beauty.
Okay. No, we can't do that again. It's like Liz's hat trick. Okay. Brownie, the guys have been trawling the iCard. We're going down memory lane here, by the way, as well.
For all of us?
No, just for you.
Just for you.
And we've managed to find a goal that you scored against Sunderland in a 2-2 draw.
Oh, is this because the long throw-ins have come back in? Yeah. Oh, hold on. Don't remember it starting like that.
Is this not the right game?
Oh, it's
I'm
not
sure
me at all,
your
is
goal
it?
against them wasn't at
This
the
is
Valley.
not me at all, is it? Who's this?
Oh dear, it looks like we've made a bit of a mistake.
Oh, God, it's an own
Go on,
goal.
then,
Sending
Liz,
off.
Liz, do you remember this game?
No, I don't remember it.
You don't remember this game?
Yuli scores here. Is this Yuli?
Yeah, Yuli does score.
Yes, I do, yeah. What a finish that is for Jace.
That's a great
That is
start.
Does Brownie get
To
sent
be
off?
fair, no, I only got sent off twice or something in my entire career. Wasn't not Sunderland.
Yuli, when he
Did you not score in that game?
What game is it? Who's this again?
Sunderland.
Is this my old red kick?
He doesn't even know he's playing.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Do you know what? I think if you don't
Probably
even
get
know,
booked for that.
I mean, to be fair, great ball in. Yuli.
I think I scored an old red kick at the
That's a
last.
great finish.
Is this the game? So many.
There I am, up the back there.
There he is.
Off the concrete. There, off Gateway 4.
Get me on.
Look, clearly a mistake's been made there, Brownie. So apologies for that. Let's have a look at your goal again, okay? Because well, not again, but this is what we're talking about. Oh, it's 1992.
No,
is that a bit early for
92,
you?
I was barely born.
No.
Oh, that's questionable.
Okay, so
That's a great
we went 1-0 down.
Who's marking him?
This is at Roker Park.
Who's marking him?
Zonal marking, wasn't it?
So Rob Lee picks up the ball, gets it back. It's a neat finish, that.
Rob Lee.
Who gets the winner
He
then?
won't
This is
talk
not
to
you,
you.
Brownie. Is this
It's
not?
got to be you, isn't it?
Is
With
it
your,
not?
is this your right footer? Remember that time you toe punted it with the right?
No, that was Coventry away.
Coventry away.
It's a good finish.
He's got to set himself up, has he?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. See what this goal's about.
Oh.
That's
that a Walsh?
Walshy.
Oh, it's
There he
Minto.
Who's that
Oh.
tough tackling midfielder
he's-
there? Left back there.
It was Walshy.
Oh, that's
Oh, it's
what
Is it a molehill? Is it a molehill? Gone
What
over the keeper. It's a molehill and gone
That
over the
is-
keeper.
that's
People don't
unbelievable.
appreciate what the pictures were like.
The spin that lad put on.
Is it the
I can't believe you've shown that.
Was the 6-yard line made of concrete?
Why have we shown it?
Minto scored.
Honestly, I remember that. There's a lot of things I don't remember anymore. I refused to celebrate because I thought that's not worthy of a goal.
Yeah, listen, I'm totally with you.
Yeah, but show that slow bit.
You took the win bonus.
So, listen, everybody took the win bonus off the back of that shot. Yes. You included.
They should give that as an own goal.
6 yard line. Scores.
Look, I've been told we got one more video, so I'm just hoping this is
It's
the
a
one.
long time getting there. And it's only a flick onto the far.
There's no
It's literally a flick onto
Let's
the
give
far.
it a go. 2001, it could be.
Yeah,
It
great.
could be. He came off the bench.
Oh no, that's not.
Oh, Bartlett. I don't even be playing this, did you?
Yeah, of course I am. I remember having a sprint into the corner with Niall Quinn, and it was like, who could go slower?
It's the slowest race ever. Oh, Merv.
Is that you sprinting, Quinny? Oh yeah, this is it. Yeah. Right across to the front. Long throw, bosh, bang, have some of that.
Oh, he didn't even mean that.
No, he wasn't even
He's trying to
aiming
flick
for
it.
it.
Be honest with you, you was trying to flick that on into the area.
He was.
Just be honest.
He absolutely was.
I say nothing.
That looks as ill.
In the Rothmans, it's a goal to me.
No,
All
but
right?
was you going for goal there?
It's in the back of the net, Kevin.
Keeper. You talk about the keeper that let in my goal.
Is
What
it
about that
Youngie?
one?
Let's have a little look. Who is it? Oh yeah, he's got his
Oh,
position horribly
he
wrong.
can't move his feet either.
But I
can
did
he?
spot that.
You did. I'm not sure we need to see the rest now, do we?
Nah.
Is it own goal, is it?
Oh, is this an own goal?
Is that past Brownie?
Oh no. No, that's not me at the far.
Why are we showing this game?
Oh, Kins, look, he's got a right arm. God,
They were just trying to find. Apparently, they were trying to find a Brownie goal.
All right.
No, I saw 30. I scored, I think, other than obviously.
Oh, is that you? This is a 2-2 draw. Don't tell me that was your man, Brownie.
Oh, he's 7 foot though.
He is.
It's like marking in Ormeroyd.
And that's when he's ducking down as well. Anyway, we've got a Brownie goal in there finally.
I got more than both of you. We did this.
You were at the club for about 15 years.
Yeah, but I only played 4 games.
Starting. Okay. Just keeping on the theme of memory as well, Brownie. Look, we've got on the serious level, we've got a fantastic event coming up at the Valley in April, haven't we? Tell us about the Lenny Lawrence dinner.
Well, you can both join in this, Kev, not so much. But yeah, I mean, look, we approached the club, and this is not just myself either. This is like Lucy McNicholas, Steve Sutherland, and we approached the club sort of a few months back, saying, look, you know, if you think about what Lenny did, and Curbs, you were part of the team that got promoted under Lenny, and then you've obviously got promoted yourself. Look, we've been going 126 years of
and then he made
professional
sure he moved away so he could get a job as a manager.
Yeah, saw him off. But yeah, we've been a professional club for 126 years, and only 3 managers have won promotion from the second to the top flight. The guy down to our left has won it twice. Jimmy Seed's won it once, and Lenny's won it. And he's not been really given the recognition, I don't think. And then if you think about the circumstances of which that promotion was won, and I said to somebody the other day, it's like Sheffield Wednesday now staying in the Championship, right? Losing their ground and they're going to play Sheffield United and having the lowest budget in the Championship and getting out the Championship. You know, that's what Lenny effectively did. And then he kept us up, and then you've got the Simod Cup final team, and you've got the playoff team, which Shirty obviously famously scored the 2 goals from. So we just thought it was about time that we actually recognised Lenny, and the club have graciously said we will name a lounge after Lenny. So this evening is to honour Lenny, that squad, and to you know, give him the honour of having a lounge named after him.
Brilliant. I'm looking forward to the event. Curbs, are you?
Yeah. I mean, Lenny was, I think, Brownie's been talking about it, but the events, what happened while he was the manager of the club, quite incredible, you know. And I think that, you know, I came, we just about stayed up in the Championship. Then the next year we won promotion. Then the next year we go to Selhurst Park, and then not only do we go to Selhurst Park, we go to Upton Park. And when it was muted, we was going to Upton Park. Lenny had just had enough, really. He was, and he said, like, physically and mentally, the whole thing, he'd had, you know, not enough, but he decided then that he was going to leave, and he went off to Middlesbrough. But Steve's right. I think that people don't realise what he did as the manager of the club, and you know, saved us really, because we was going. I know the board, Roger Owen and Richard Murray, and the people that put all the money into to get us back to the Valley, but we were really on the floor, and I think we was outperforming on the pitch all the time to what we were, you know, our finances, etc. But to not to be playing at your stadium for 2 seasons, was quite incredible.
Yeah, I think the on the side, on the pitch stuff, doesn't tell it even half the story of what he had to deal with it. But just to get promoted in the first place, as you say, with the budget, then to stay up for the seasons that we did in the top flight, what is now the Premier League, is incredible with everything that was going on behind him. So please go to the website and purchase some tickets if you possibly can. It should be a really good event in April. Okay, before we finish, just a look at the month ahead in terms of fixtures. I mean, guys, how big is that Pompey game on Tuesday? I'm going to be here working as well for radio, so I'm looking forward to it already.
Do you want a dinner?
Is that on Curbs?
Yeah.
I'd love a dinner on Curbs.
Yeah, don't tell anyone.
But seriously, I mean, because, Southampton away is a tough one, Wrexham's a tough one, West Brom are down there, but it's about the next one, isn't it? We could be 10 points above Pompey if we win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've said it already. We've got 15 games to go. 3 wins, 2 draws gets it. There's 2 teams below us in that section. There's 2 tough ones as well. But Portsmouth and West Bromwich Albion, you'd like to win both, but the key, I think, is not to lose either, and then they can't close the gap up. They're still below you, but it would be lovely to beat Portsmouth. Southampton's a tough one for Nathan, I think, personally, but he's got to go down there and attack that one. I think, they've picked up, but I still think they're beatable, if we're at our best. West Bromwich Albion away, they're in all kinds of trouble, so there's an opportunity there. And then Wrexham, obviously, we'll see how we go, but it's a home fixture and we are very competitive at home.
Just looking at them teams, I mean, it's great, isn't it? The opposition who we're playing against, but, and good atmospheres, and especially the Portsmouth game next week. Yeah. That's going to be a big game for us.
Always special memories, and we owe them, don't we, after what happened at Fratton Park as well. Liz, though, big month?
I think it's really important that Portsmouth one. I think that's the main one. I think that starts off the momentum for the month. I think we win that. I think we'll be all right. I think we can go into those other games with a little bit of a swagger, knowing that we've got players in and things have sort of turned. I think if we win that Portsmouth one, I think we'll be all right. I think we'll win another one of those 4, and then you can sort of then not take your foot off the pedal, but you can then sort of relax and hopefully play some form of football that allows you to express yourself as a team.
Yeah, when the pressure's off, you can show your true abilities rather than be tense all the time. Yeah. That game on Tuesday is absolutely critical. But even if we, lose it, we're still points ahead. So I'm looking forward to that one. Look, it's been an absolute pleasure catching up today. I still think we need a bit more of a chat, though. So should we have a debrief?
Well, someone's got themselves a job. He's got to go and train the team, and it was his round. It's a shocking.
He did say that, didn't he?
It's a shocking turn of events, actually. He walked out after the 3rd round last week and give the old hands up one, and I bought last month. So I buy the first one, and now you
did. I bought one last month.
I bet you only took the job to get out of the pint. I bet you don't
did I not buy one last month?
No, you didn't. That's why I circled you in the WhatsApp chat.
Did you?
Who's the odd one out?
Oh, that's awkward.
So while these two are carrying on, let me just say goodbye. Please get down to the Valley on Sunday if you can for Charlton's Women big fixture against Durham, and then of course here on Tuesday for the game against Portsmouth as well. Have a great week, have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.